Someone sent me a copy of the votes, or 25% of the votes for the Australian election 2018, and this is a quick recording of putting them into graph forms, because my friend on Facebook, John Rami, was bemoaning the fact that it was all numbers. So this is, as it were, the numbers that I got from. I've totaled it up, and my total is the same as the one I got from the NEC. So for you, John, this is pretty simple. I am going to just select all of these, right? Then I'm going to go to insert, and we're going to use a column graph. Don't worry about the fact that I left out the party and the votes. I'm just going to do a 2-column graph, and it will give me this. Now, for you to be able to see it, I'm going to move this chart to its own. So I'm going to call it 25%. Okay, 25 2018 SL. That's so 25%. We're going to move it to its own sheet, so you can see a slightly larger one. It's obvious that the vote is between the APC and the SLPP, and all the others, really, if you want to be honest, they don't necessarily are playing any role. Now, what I would do is, to make it look a little bit nicer, I am going to add a title. So let's give it a title. So above the chart, and we're going to say that's Leone elections 2018, and we're going to say 25%. Okay, put a dash in there. 25%. And of course, if I wanted, I could add the primary horizontal, that's the below, and we're going to say we're going to give it the parties. Yes, PARTI, political parties. And we can also add, if we wanted, a primary vertical one, and that will call it votes. Okay, these are the votes. So as you can see, Mr. Durrami, the bulk of the people, the votes are between APC and SLPP. There are different layouts we could try out as well. Let's experiment with that first one. It gives us not what we're really looking for. Yeah, simpler. We moved all the other ones, and you can see it's really neck and neck between APC and SLPP. Now, for the runoff, what is going to be interesting for the runoff is these two parties, C4C, I think that's Sam Sumana's party, and NGC, that is Kande Yumkela's party. They are going to be the kingmakers, depending on who they support and if they can convince their people to vote for whosoever they want to vote for. If the person NGC and C4C more or less support is more likely to win the runoff. Be aware, this is just for 25% of the votes, and it might change. So John, I hope you have a better overview now of what is actually happening. Ignore all the smaller parties, to be honest, make it no difference at all. Look at PMDC, that was a kingmaker a while ago, absolutely 2,310 of absolutely no consequence. In fact, almost everybody else does not matter apart from these 1, 2, 3 and 4 parties. Maybe a little bit these people from ADP, but really nothing to write home about. So as it is now, the bulk of the votes will be between the APC and the SLPP, with NGC and C4C more or less being the kingmakers. Thank you for listening. Just so that you know, we have a website called African Virtual School, which we've been working on for quite a while, and it's got revision for WAEC, Maths and English. It's pretty much a labor of love, and it would be nice if you could get people to subscribe to it, more or less. It's one of those things I believe will make a big difference in the development of Sierra Leone. The problem is we just do not have enough educated people. You cannot develop without education. I know I'm veering a little bit political now, but this is a political thing, talking about elections. I don't care who wins the election. If we have people who are not educated, there will be no development at all.